Banks, global payments, financial regulators, these run the global financial system. What if I told you that the financial elite is purposely keeping this information to themselves, and why XRP is the key to solve the global standard of future payments? In this video, we explain what XRP and Ripple is, what use case it's trying to solve, and what are the obstacles along the way. So let's get right into it. Take a look. So let's break down what Ripple and XRP is. XRP was created by a company called Ripple, built by a team of engineers who built the XRP ledger: David Schwartz, Jed McCaleb, and Arthur Brito, with the goal to create a digital currency built for fast, cheap payments with no downtime. The XRP ledger was launched in 2012. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and the co-founder, Chris Larsen, is the face of Ripple. The team gave away 80 billion XRP tokens to the company, being locked away in escrow. This means XRP was not mined like traditional proof-of-work coins like Bitcoin. Bitcoin was made for peer-to-peer money, which goes against the banks, while XRP was made to work with the banks and payment companies. But what is XRP's goal in this? Well, it's solving a real current use case in the financial system. So let's break it down. Its goal was to gap between traditional finance and change the payment system forever. Today, Ripple works with over 300 banks and financial institutions in over 40 countries. So what was the need for XRP? Because the current system of sending money across borders is broken. Cross-border payments are expensive, slow, and today, over 11,000 banks use the SWIFT network to move money. Here's the catch though, SWIFT is just a messaging system. It doesn't actually move funds. In fact, money hops between banks through IOUs and special accounts. It's slow, there's middlemen that take fees through every destination, and on average takes 3 to 5 business days. The solution is to use XRP to settle the cross-border payments instantly. With XRP, you don't need to hold money in those trapped accounts. Banks can just use XRP as a bridge. So you're probably wondering, what is the need for XRP? If we got Bitcoin, right? A Bitcoin maxi will just say we don't need XRP. Bitcoin solves this because it's peer-to-peer money. We don't need a traditional bank to send payments. Let me break it down, the comparisons of the two, and why Bitcoin has some disadvantages for XRP's use case. With sending Bitcoin, it takes 10 minutes or more to reach the destination, while XRP takes 3 to 5 seconds to settle. Bitcoin also takes a huge fee, which can spike to several dollars, while XRP costs fractions of a cent. You have to remember, Bitcoin is mined, which uses a lot of hash power, and it's heavily centralized in countries like China, Saudi Arabia, and Russia. While XRP is energy efficient because it doesn't require mining, the Bitcoin supply is capped at 21 million, while XRP is capped at 100 billion tokens. Currently, about 60% of it is in circulation, while the rest is locked up in escrow, used for those cross-border transactions. So essentially, Bitcoin has failed as peer-to-peer money. It's essentially a store of value. It is termed as digital gold in the cryptocurrency space. So if Bitcoin is a store of value, well, XRP is moving value. And moving value, it's trillions and quadrillions. You got banks, you got financial institutions, you got CBDC, central bank digital currencies, trillions moving into the XRP ledger. So it has an important use case, and it's not replacing Bitcoin by any means. But with this use case comes with some challenges. In late 2020, the SEC sued Ripple, saying XRP was sold as an unregistered security. Exchanges dropped it and prices were suppressed. A judge ruled that sales of XRP on public exchanges were not securities. Ripple and the XRP army scored a major win. By 2025, the case settled. Ripple agreed to pay $50 million, a slap on the wrist, much less than the SEC originally wanted. After 4 years of legal battle, XRP has survived and maintained legal clarity, which is a separation from the rest of the cryptocurrencies, as we are going into a more regulated space. And there you have it. XRP has legal clarity. Governments are warming up to central bank digital currencies, also known as CBDCs, powered by the XRP ledger. We have ETFs. Ripple is gaining more institutional adoption than ever before. So, are you positioned for that movement? Because XRP is more than just a token, it's a movement. It's the new global financial system. It's moving trillions and quadrillions on the blockchain using XRP. XRP now has legal clarity with no issues against the SEC. It is changing digital payments forever, and it's building every day, getting more banks and financial institutions into its ecosystem. But anyway, guys, that's it. I have a free Discord community if you would like to join, and I'll see you guys in the next one.